Hi Aries, happy Monday. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Let's go ahead and get to your weekly reading. This will be for the week of December 19th through December 25th. We'll take a look at the immediate past, the current situation, and the immediate future. And we'll close it off with a moon card. I do hope you're going to have a wonderful week, and I hope you enjoy your holiday, however you decide to celebrate it. Come out of the clouds once in a while and talk to the people around you. All right, let's go ahead and take out a little bit. Really? All right. That was weird. Thought they were ready and then they weren't. Psych. Let's go ahead and get your read. Playing the hermit mode, were you? It's okay. You've got a great offer coming in the future. The immediate future. Oh, yeah. You are going to be so happy. King of Wands. Overtone of the reading. Speaking your truth. What a great idea. Wearing your heart on your sleeve. It's okay. You're allowed to. The wheel. Knowing that good comes with bad, and bad follows good. As within, so without. As above, so below. Good, bad, light, dark, evil, good. Everything. You know, the heaven above, the earth below, all of it. It all goes in synchronicity. It all has an opposite. But you know that already, so let's go ahead and take a look. And I think that's actually what you're struggling with. You're actually starting to realize that the good and bad all play a role and that it all has to be there in order to teach us and help us learn so that we can move on in our lives or level up, if you were. You know, as if in a game, the game of life. And I'm a World of Warcraft player or an ex-World of Warcraft player. It's a great way to look at it because even on the quest of life, you get little side quests, you know, in order to go help this person or help this thing grow or help this animal and just raise it up. It's a great thing. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the immediate past. You have the hermit mode. You were learning all you can. And then you started fighting with yourself. You thought that it was all coming in from the wrong place. You know, you started getting really worried, like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you coming encroaching into my territory? Why are you coming in here and stepping into me? And you really, really just weren't sure what the fuck was going on. I get it, considering you were in hermit mode, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, wait, really? That's it? And you had that aha moment, and you really kind of freaked out. But in the current situation, we do see the Queen of Swords, where you do know that you were acting true within your thoughts. You were in true integrity within yourself, you know, and that the Spirit also saw that as well, because you have the Seven of Chalices here, where abundance started pouring into you. And then all of a sudden, there it is again. You know, Spirit was asking you for something. You just like, it's too much. I can't do it. It's too much. I just can't. I'm dead. I can do no more. Why ask of me? Well, we get it. You didn't know where the offer was coming in from, but they want you to know this energy that you're feeling, this offer that's coming into you, though you may not recognize the person or where it's coming from, you will recognize the energy, and it'll be as if pulling Merlin's sword from the stone. True magic will happen, and all the blessings will be yours. And I know that because they're telling me. The sun is right here. You just need to lift your head up from the mirages in front of you. It's been a long, arduous journey. Go ahead and lift your head up and look beyond the illusions to the sun that's shining brightly. And know that you have acted in true integrity. You just have to remember that good and bad follow each other. Without bad, how will we ever know what good is? I know it's a horrible thing to say, but sometimes when we feel that pain, it can truly enable us to see light and laughter in the smallest of things, especially we've been hurt to our core so much. You know, it can burden us and make it so heavy upon our hearts. If we just remember that we act in integrity and that sometimes a little rain must fall into our lives. It's a horrible thing, I know, to say, well, why? Why must bad come? Why must it happen to me? But instead of saying why, embrace it. Embrace all the pain, embrace everything, and know that with the comfort that you receive as you analyze it and look at it, and you talk to your higher self and your little one, and you gain that understanding, you'll be able to pass it on to somebody else. And it will truly help you to understand why there is good and bad in all things. It sucks. When I was 19 years old, February 16th, 1980, 4:10 p.m., my father ceased to breathe. And it was a good thing. I was home with him in our living room in our mobile home where I grew up. Yes, I grew up in a mobile home for a good part of my life. My dad, whom I didn't get along with in my life, we actually had massive words of, fuck you, I hate you, you're not my father, and lots of beatings too. When he got ill with cancer, I moved home to help take care of him, and it was a blessing in disguise because I got to learn who my father was. It was when my eyes first opened to my parents were people. They were actually two human beings with their own stories. And I got to know my dad, and I got to see a side of him I never knew, and I got to tell him that I loved him. And if I hadn't accepted that quest, so to speak, to move back home and help take care of my father, the man who had beat me my entire life, who I didn't think cared for me at all. I thought he was just a man put here to beat me. I always called him to get me out of trouble. Don't get me wrong, he was my father, but I never really understood until I sat with him in the living room. Yeah, on his deathbed. I would sit with him and I would tell him stories, and I would go to Disney World, and I came home with little photographer, because he was a professional photographer, and a little nurse from my mom. She wasn't a nurse, but she was a radiation therapy tech, right? And they don't have those, but I came home with a little photographer and a little nurse, and I got to tell my parents how much I loved them. And on the day my dad died, my mom actually called me home because she knew the death rattle was there and that it was time for my dad to die. And I've always been thankful, but had I not accepted that quest, so to speak, to go home and help take care of my father, or to go home on the day that my dad died, when my mom said, Lori, I need you to come sit with your dad for a while. I need to go to the store. I was having a birthday party for my boyfriend at the time. His name was Michael Welsh. I remember him till the day I die. You know, he and I have been through so much together, but I remember going home and sitting with my dad, and I remember the gurgling stopped. You know, I mean, I freaked out. Sure I did. You still mourn it, but I had already mourned my father and already had mourned the little girl inside of me that didn't know her dad. That had already been healed. So I'm asking, if that's the energy, if that's the quest that you're on, and you don't really want to, please dig deep. It's worth it. Accept the offer that's coming into you and see where it takes you. The unknown can be scary as fuck, I know. Believe me, I know. I've been through it a few times. The unknown is always scary, but with the divine's help, love and guidance from others, of the collective, you'll make it, and you'll thrive within this universe. All right, let's go ahead and get you a moon card. Yeah, we'll take a look at the new offer coming in. We'll see if we can get you some clarity on it, but let's get you the moon card first. All right, let's see. A new romantic cycle begins. Well, you better pick that cup up quick, huh? Accept that one. Accept that new offer. You'll recognize that energy. And then realize that you really do need to sit with each other and learn about each other, okay? All right, let's go ahead and if we can get you some clarity over here. Yeah, you need to really learn about your other half. If you're going into a relationship or even a business proposal, you really need to learn all that you can about the other half so that you can truly be successful. You know, how are you going to be successful if you don't dive in and learn about it? Yeah, you didn't fall in love with a woman to change her, did you? Or a man to change him, did you? I'm pretty sure when you set out on your path, you had good intentions. Saw something you liked and said, hey, let's go for this. Okay, well, learn all about it and go for it still. I think you'll find that it is quite the prize inside. All right, so moving on to calmer waters. The Hangman, time to come down, son. Ring the bell, time to come down. No, it's not time to take your shit and leave. It is not. You have to hang tight. Good things are coming, I promise you. Got the Queen of Cups here. To the Ten of Cups. See? Sometimes you just have to be willing to go the distance. The Ten of Pentacles, I told you. You just need to accept the offer that's coming in. And then with all your integrity, just continue to stand upright, tall, proud, sweet on the inside. And know that judgment is a good thing. It is. You know, we judge situations every day in our life. What's good, what's bad, how to proceed. Do we renegotiate? Do we go forward? Do we go left? Do we go right? And we ask for people to help guide us. So we are always making our judgment calls. And it's okay if the universe is looking at us and trying to judge a situation that we're in order to propel us forward and show us the way out. You know, it's a lovely thing, this game of life. Enjoy it. Take the twists and turns, you know? I mean, just take it. Walk through all the mazes and the turns and the light and the dark and truly shine and see who you are. I mean, I'm a gamer. I'll tell you about wizardry and the whole, you know, take the maze and the twists and turns and gather your allies and defeat the foes and the monsters and raise yourself up and shine your light even brighter and learn more magical tools along the way and, you know, just constantly make it a question, that instant gratification. Woohoo, I did this today, right? I got to help somebody. Oh, hey, I paid for somebody's food today. Or, you know what, somebody did this for me today. It's a good thing, and it's just it's contagious and very cyclic. You just need to get out there and let it go. All right, I hope this helped you. I really hope it finds you well. If you like my videos and find value in them, please hit like, subscribe, and come back for more. Bright blessings to you always. I wish you the very best in life. Namaste.